everyone, Catweazle here. Welcome back to Shadows of Brimstone and Overload. Last episode was indeed a bit of a cakewalk. Though we had to do a few rolls for cave-ins and what have you, not a great deal happened, I'm afraid to say. Well, that's not strictly true. Our three heroes got really cracked on, and they've already found out where the engineering room is. So they're pretty much near the end of the mission, but it doesn't make very exciting viewing when they just sort of roll through it and don't get much by way of obstacles put in their way. What we're going to do this turn is Mort and Running Bear aren't going to do much moving. They're going to wait for Cade to catch up. Because he'll be waiting around, Running Bear's going to try and fill his specimen jar while he's got an opportunity. And Cade is hopefully going to join his compatriots. The reason why we want Cade in here is he has got a quick draw ability, and though that's an excellent ability, it can't shoot round corners. So anything that gets placed in here, we want Cade in a position where he can use quick draw on it and get that important first few hits in. Right, so that's where we're up to. I think Running Bear as well might take an opportunity to heal some of that health damage he's got. He is down on 10 health, so he might try and get some of that back, use some bandages or something. And he might also exhaust his Ring of Charcoal, which will get him a grit, because he doesn't have a grit at the moment. And I'd like him to have a grit for whenever we turn over what's in here, just in case he has to cancel it or something. Right, so first up we have Holding Back the Darkness. A 7, not good enough. Down to 4 on the darkness track, and that means a darkness card. Right, let's see what we've got. Okay. We have Encroaching Shadows. We've got to move fast. The heroes are now -1 to hold back the darkness roll. All heroes are +2 move. Oh, God. Remains in play. So we're now at -9 to hold back the darkness. Oh. Mind you, we've been missing it by bloody miles anyway. So, right. But at least that's +2 move for Cade. Oh, damn it. Okay, right. Cade's movement. He rolls a 5, which is now 7, so at least he can get in here and get out of this horrible tile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's there, positioned. No, he's not. 6. Oh yeah, he can go that way. 7. Yeah, he can cross from that tile to that tile. Okay, so that's Cade in there. You can see right into that room. Next up is Running Bear. And what Running Bear's going to do is, first of all, he's going to use his Ring of Charcoal, which gives him +1 cunning to, once per adventure, he can recover 1 grit. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to get a grit back. So he's at 1 grit now. Okay, and he's also going to use his bandages. So he gets a D6. When I can find a D6, a blue one. So let's see how many wounds he's able to heal. 3 wounds. Good, good. So we'll dig those out. He's now up to 13 health out of 16. Excellent. And he's going to roll for his specimen jar as well because he hasn't moved. So it's a cunning 5+ test. He's got 3 cunning. And he gets a 5. So we flip that over. He's now got some horrible thing in a jar. and he shall take that back to a local sawbones at the conclusion of the adventure. Right, so that's it for Running Bear. Now it's Mort's movement. He rolls a 2, but it's a 4 because we've got encroaching shadows. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. You can't go around the back this way because we've got one of those dark lines, which means this orb, we can't actually step in there. So that's pretty much everybody ready, and we shall move forward next turn. Right, so the other thing that he's going to do, Mort, he's got strong leadership. This is his starting ability. Use 1 grit to heal 1 health and 1 sanity from yourself and every other hero on your map tile. Gain 5 XP for every wound sanity healed from another hero in this way. Right, well, he's fully healed, so it doesn't apply to him. But both Running Bear and Cade can heal 1 health. So Running Bear goes up to 15 health, and Cade goes up to full health now. He's now at 18. And that is 10 XP for Mort. So he's up to 30 XP. That's good stuff. Right, so that's the end of the turn. And next turn, holding back the darkness. Another 7. Oh, rubbish. Though we did need 9 because of encroaching shadows. So it's not like we just missed it by 1 this time. Okay. Right, so that goes up to 5. Right, more movement. Cade's not going to move. He's quite happy here. Or is he? Yeah, he will move actually. He's got 6, which would be 8. So he's going to go 1, 2. So we're actually on this tile now. But we shall. He's not looking through. We're going to finish our movement before that happens. Next up is Running Bear. He gets a 6, but he isn't going to move because I think we're going to let Mort go a bit further, and because he's got better range with his carbine, he's got a range of 8. So he's not going to move. And next up is 5. Right. Oh, he did get a move of 2, I think, last time, but he's already at 4 grit. Well, he's at 3 grit now because he used his strong leadership. But at the time, he had 4 grit when he rolled a 2, so that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't pull a grit out or re-roll. It was just didn't need to. Right, so he's there, and as he's the last player, he is going to look through. So I'll just read up on the rules for this final room. Right, I'm back. Yes, there's no exploration token. We just need to get to one of these 4, start shutting these down. But before we do that, we have an epic threat. We've now got 3 heroes, so it's not a high threat anymore. It's an epic threat. So we'll give these a quick shuffle and a quick cut. And what is our epic threat? 1 Harbinger and 1 threat card. So we've got one of the big models. The big fella's coming out. And we've got another threat card. Right. So we're medium threat. And we get, oh, double P dice, void spiders. Blimey O'Reilly. Right. Gonna going to end up with a few models on this tile. Let's just find out how many void spiders we've got first. 10. Right, we've got 10 void spiders, a harbinger, and right, I'll just go away and set all those up. Okay, welcome back. So there we are, 10 void spiders and the harbinger. He's a nasty looking guy, isn't he? Get the size of him. Woo! He's supposed to be brown, I think, but as he's actually a Swamps of Jargono monster, I think, so I coloured him in green. So there we go. Nasty, nasty looking piece of work. Right, but that's not finished, because he's elite, as is the void spiders. So void spider's ability is a 3, which is thick eye core, so they've got +2 health. Curses. Right, and for the harbinger, he's a 3 as well. He's a harvester of souls. Anytime the harbinger KOs a hero or ally, it heals D6 wounds. Yeah, could have done without that. I'll do without no regeneration abilities. I could do with finding an elite token with a number 3 on it. There we go. Right. So, we'll have a look at the harbinger card actually. I don't think we've seen them before. It's a demon. Initiative 4. Size is extra large. Abilities. Unspeakable Terror 3. A hero starting their activation on the same or adjacent map tile automatically takes 3 horror hits. So every time we activate, we're going to have to take 3 horror hits. I don't think that'll apply to Cade with his quick draw though. That's out of the turn sequence. But when he activates normally, he will take 3 horror hits. Bringer of Death. At the end of each fight round, makes a random special attack. D6. On a 1 or 2, makes a sweeping strike. Every adjacent hero takes D6 combat hits. 3 to 4, he summons Hellbats. Immediately add D3 Hellbats to the fight using ambush. Fantastic. Or a 5 or a 6, he regenerates. The harbinger heals D6 wounds. Nice. Flight. Moves through other models and changes targets each turn. So I'll have to remember to change targets. Tough is immune to critical hits. Damn it. What we might do then is try and kill some of these spiders very quickly. And then go to dual wielding with Cade, because if it's immune to critical hits then you may as well dual wield. Move is 12. Well, obviously it can fly. Escape is a 3+. No range attack. Melee is 4+. Gets 3 combat dice. Does 4 damage on each dice. Ugh. Defense is 3. Health is 18. You ever get the feeling that we're in a lot of bother? We are certainly in a lot of bother. Right. Okay. So, certainly been paid back for the last episode where it was just dreamy easy. Void spiders, we have seen those before, but their initiative is 6. They've got move of 8, escape on a 4+, melee attack 4+, 2 combat dice, 2 damage on each dice, a defense of 0, which is good, and a health of 3. But that's going to be 5 because they've got the thick eye core. So they're going to be tricky to do in as well. But we may get some experience off them, even if we end up being knocked out at the end of it. I don't think we've got much chance of getting to our objective while the Harbinger's sort of stood on it, warming his feet. Yes, we're in a bit of bother. Okay, right, so it's quick draw for Cade. So he gets 5 dice to do what damage he can. Go on, Cade. Right, he gets a 6, so that's that's a hit. We'll put it on this adjacent spider. 5. Put it on that spider. We'll keep the other 2 in reserve, just in case we don't finish them off. And that's a miss. Okay, so the 6. There's no messing about. They can do critical hits on the void spiders. So it's got a health of 5 because it's got no defence. So it's got a health of 5. And we've got Darkstone bullets, which will do +1 damage. 2, that's 3 damage, but he's going to use a Deadeye shot. So that will be 4 damage. So still not enough to kill it, but we'll put 4 wounds on it nonetheless. Right, 4 wounds on that. The 5, it's got a health of 5, -1, 4, so we need a 4, a 6, that's done that. Let's got rid of that one. So that is 15 XP, well done. He's going to spend one of his 4s on this wounded one, so gets a 2 plus the Darkstone bullets. That's enough to get rid of that one as well. So that's another 15 XP to Cade. And he's got 1 4 left. And who's he going to fire that at? He's just going to fire it at this guy here right in front of him. A 1. Which is rubbish, plus Darkstone, so that was 2. That's 2 wounds because he hasn't got any defence. So that is 2 wounds, and we'll just leave it at that, I think. Or should I use another? No, I won't use another bullet yet. Another Deadeye shot. Right, so that's 2 wounds on that guy. And that's the end of Cade's quick draw. Oh, tell you something else I forgot. We're now in the final room, so I've got to move that down to 12. Right, that's that done. Okay, so next up then is Holding Back the Darkness. We now need a 9. A 6 isn't good enough, and we get a Growing Dread card. What we're going to do is, it's bad enough already. Fortunately, Running Bear exhausted his ring of tar cull, so he's got a grit. We've all got at least a grit each, so we're all going to put a grit in, and we're not going to get that Growing Dread card. So let's see what it would have been and discard it. Would have been Stench Beyond Reason. The air turns sour in your mouth and your nostrils burn as you gasp for breath. The stench of rotting death and pain is overwhelming. Every hero takes 2 horror hits. For each willpower save failed, the hero also takes D6 wounds with no defence as they vomit uncontrollably. Well, thank God we got rid of that. So, yes, didn't want that one. Okay. Right, and now it's Cade to go first again because he's got 7 initiative. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 initiative for Cade. Goes first. 5 shots. Gets 2 hits on criticals and 1 miss. Oh, he's got a roll for his movement as well. Got 4 on his movement, so he's not got grit back. Right, so we've got 3 hits there. So I think we shall thin out these a bit more. So 6 on that fella, 6 on that one, and a 5 on the wounded one. Right, so the one on the far right, doesn't really matter, it's got no defence anyway. But, right, so that's 4. It had 5 health. We get a +1 for Darkstone bullets, so that's enough. So that's 15 XP. And next one, again, we need a 4 at least. We get a 3. So that's 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And we've got 5 here. Let's do it on the wounded one. We get a 2, which is actually 3 with the Darkstone bullets, which takes it up to 5, which means he's killed another one. Good, good. Another 15 XP. Right, so we've thinned it out a little, but we're still in big trouble. Next up are actually the spiders, because they've got 6 initiative. So they're going to move up. So 1, 2. Whoop. And 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. And come in there. They've got more than enough movement, so they're all in there. That one's got those. Right, so who are they going to attack? Well, there's only 2 that can get in, so one attacks Mort and one attacks Cade. So they get 2 combat dice and they need 4+. So this one's against Cade. 2 6s. Do they get anything for 6s? No, they just hit. So that's 2 hits, which would be 4 damage. Let's see if he can save. Needs 4+, I think. Oh no, he needs 5+. No, so he takes 4 damage. So I'll just take those off. 4, right, it's down to 14 health. And next attack is on Mort. A 3 and a 1. I think those both miss. They do. Mort's got away with it. Right, so that's the attack for the spiders. Done and dusted. Next up, with initiative 5, is Running Bear. So he's got 3 shots with his carbine. And he's going to fire at these 2 guys, I think. He gets a 6 and a 5. The 3 misses because he needs a 4+ on his ranged. So they've got no defence anyway, so it doesn't matter about criticals. So the 5's going on the one with wound. Should be an auto hit. 5 anyway. So that's another 15. 15 XP. And the 6 going on this guy. Okay, it's got 5 health. It's got Darkstone bullets, so we need 4 or better. We get a 1, that's rubbish. So 2 wounds. 2 wounds on that. Right, and that's it for Running Bear. And next is, perhaps you should have chucked some dynamite there actually. Next up is Initiative 4. The Harbinger is Initiative 4, so that's going to push through. So let's just move all these back 1. And that'll probably go there because we need all that space. I think one of the spiders can still be up there, just behind its wing there. Right, well, there we go. The Harbinger is attacking. And who is it going to attack? So it's either Cade or it's Mort. So let's roll. Cade 1 to 3, Mort 4 to 6. It's poor old Mort. Unlucky son. Right. So we're going to attack Mort. And right, what's he going to do? Sheriff badge, you might use that next turn. But no, it's just an attack. So, oh, I forgot the horror hits, didn't I? So Cade and Running Bear got 3 horror hits each. So saves. Cade needs 4 plus. He saves 1. So he loses 2 sanity. So he is now down to 15 sanity. 3 horror hits on Running Bear. He needed a 4 plus as well. So he saves 1. So he gets 2 hits as well. And he's down to 12 sanity. Oh, I tell you what he didn't do. He didn't roll for his movement, did he? Running Bear. A 2, so he gets a grit. He didn't move anywhere, but he did get a grit at least. Right, good. That's the horror hits. Mort hasn't activated yet, so he'll have to do it when he goes next. Should he survive, obviously. Right. Combat, 3 dice. 1, 2, 3. 2 twos miss, but the 4 hits. The 5 hits, I mean. So the 5 hits to do 4 damage. Right, so that's 4 damage. He's down to 14 health now. And now it's the Lawman's go. It's Mort's go. So he's got a Peacekeeper pistol. Range of 6. Shots 3. That he's going to use. 1, 2, 3. Or, actually, is he going to lob his dynamite? Hold me a second. Just having a tactical think. Hello again. Yes, he's going to throw his dynamite. And where he's going to throw it, he's going to throw it here. So if I just take the Harbinger up, it's occupying these 4 spaces here. The dynamite's going to be chucked there. So just put him back. So he's got his strength. It's 3 plus, I think. Let's have a look at the range. Strength plus 3. So his strength is 4. So he's got a range of 7. So it can easily reach it. That's just 1, 2. And got to do his to hit roll. Right. Go on. But he has got 2 grit. So actually, has he rolled for his movement? Just roll for his movement first. A 2, so he gets an extra grit. That's good. Right, and now he's got to roll his to hit roll with the dynamite, which is 4 plus. Come on. 5, yes! So it lands where he wanted it to land. Boom. Right, what is it? D6, is it? D6 wounds each, ignoring defence. Good, good. Right, so first, let's see if we can get anything at all off this Harbinger. No defence. 2, rubbish. Right, could have done with a big 6 there, but we've got 2 on it. So that's 1 hit, which is 15. And he put 2 wounds on, which is another 10, so that's 25 for Mort. Good-o. Right, the rest of them. This guy has got 2 wounds on it already. and it takes 6. So that gets rid of that spider. That's another one gone. Knock everything about everywhere. And that is another 15 experience for the lawman. And next up is this spider here. 3. That takes 3 wounds on that spider. And this spider here, 2 wounds. I'm having that sticky eye cause really like causing us problems. And the last spider that's in range is this one, just round the corner, and that's 3 wounds. So we didn't actually take out as many as I hoped there, but at least we've put wounds on quite a few of them. So that dynamite can go back in to the box. Right, and that is the end of the turn. Oh, it's the end of the fight round, sorry. So just before I start waxing lyrical, it rolls a d6, doesn't it? Yeah. Because it's now the end of the fight round. Gets a 1, which is sweeping strike. Every adjacent hero takes d6 combat hits. So that's both Mort and Cade. Oh, I've got to do it separately, haven't I? Because we don't know who got 5 and who got 4. We'll do it because, like, if it'd been a 1 or a 2, I'd have just re-rolled it. But a 5 and a 4 is quite good, isn't it? So 5 was the one sort of came out first. It would have been Cade that did first because of his initiative anyway. So that's 5 and 4. So Cade gets 5 saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Needs a 5 plus. And he saves 3. So he takes 2 combat hits. 2 combat hits takes him down to 12 health. And there were 4 hits on Mort. So he gets 1, 2, 3, 4 saves. Oh, in fact, I've done that wrong, haven't I? Hang on, I'll re-roll them. I'm doing it like armour, aren't I, like an idiot? So it was 4 and 5, and they only get 1 save each. So we'll just do Cade again. He doesn't lose anything if he manages it. No, he doesn't do it. So he gets the full 5. So I've got to take another couple off, I think. Yeah. Right, and it's only 1 dice to save for Mort as well. 2, he doesn't do it either, so he takes 4 hits. And he's down to 10. Right, so I think we're all up to date now. Yeah, there's nothing else that happens at the end of the turn. Right, nope, that's it. We are at the end of the turn now. So, yeah, we're in a bit of bother. We'll have a holding back the darkness roll that we could do with achieving. We've only got 2 wounds on the Harbinger. We've got 4 void spiders left, only 1 of which is undamaged though, and we've got rid of 6. But I think we'll be chucking a lot more dynamite just to try and get this Harbinger down to somewhere like reasonable hit points. It's currently on 16. Rightio. Okay, I think we'll leave it there. It's probably been going on quite a bit. But I hope you join me next time for Shadows of Brimstone Overload, as we hopefully conclude this epic battle in the engineering room. Until then, this is me, Catweazle, saying toodaloo.